Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here from Careers on Vacation. Today we have the amazing Karen Allanach here from Palms and Peak Travel. Karen, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Cyndi.
Oh, so good to have you here. So
Yeah.
I just want to share a little bit with our audience about your background.
Okay.
You were a journalist.
Yes.
You already were hosting with an agency,
Yes.
right? And that's when you kind of found us at Careers on Vacation
Yes.
to start.
Yes. That's correct.
Tell us a little bit about like in our first like discovery call that you had with us here. Tell me a little bit about the mindset work. Like that was a topic of conversation we didn't touch on too much in the discovery call, but became a big part of your journey. How
That's
did
right.
that impact you in the program or in any area of your life that you'd like to share?
Yeah. Well, the mindset was such a big part of this for me. And I think it should be such a big part of any business when you're starting a new business, because it's the groundwork that needs to go in to root yourself. You have to have self-confidence to start any business. And I love it that that's where you start, is to reprogram your mind and to think positively about what you're doing. And I think we all have these negative thoughts and these doubts about whether or not we can be successful. And you start from the get-go, right from the beginning, about making us rethink about what's possible in life with the affirmations and doing the daily affirmations. At first you think, how can this make a difference? But it, yeah,
So
but
true.
it really makes a difference, because you have these negative thoughts in your head, but once you start playing a new record, that's what you start hearing every day. And it's really powerful. It's really a powerful tool to play a new record. And you have to start believing in yourself to make a difference in your own life, to make a difference in your business. And you're our biggest cheerleader. So beyond teaching us the tools of being a success in our business, you really believe in us, and you teach us to believe in ourselves. So.
Absolutely. Oh, I love it so much. I was thinking this morning, and we have so many graduates graduating this month, and I was like, like the secret of my life is I get just as much back from training and coaching and mentoring. And I had a quote on the site the other day, and I said, what my job is, I really just hold up mirrors and show people what they forgot was there. That's it. So, and how do you create that new record? What does that look like in your life? And it's such an individual journey for everyone that goes through the program. Your new record is different from the next person's, new record or new story that you tell.
Yeah.
But always, almost without exception, when we get to this point in the journey and we say, what'd you think of the program? Did you get everything that you hoped for? And I really like to do that touch base at the end.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's, what I didn't expect. The other stuff that started to unfold in my life as a result of changing the record, recognizing the pattern, replacing those negative thoughts. Because put travel aside. If you found this video online and travel's not even your thing, like just learn to do that piece and your life will be totally different,
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Once you really believe in yourself, I think you can do anything. So.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad that was a big takeaway for you with the program. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about your specific business, kind of where you were before taking the program, where you are now.
Sure. Well, when I decided to go into the travel industry, I spent some time doing a lot of research and found the right host agency for me, which was great. And that was fabulous. And so I spent, a good 6 months or more doing a lot of that training that we do once we get with a host travel agency, and did a lot of training and a lot of research, a lot of training, a lot of learning. But I still felt like I didn't know how to run a business. So I felt that those two things weren't the same. So I was learning a lot about becoming a travel agent, but not really learning about how to run a successful business. And that was a huge piece missing for me.
Yeah.
And And I'm not really sure that that's their job, really, to teach you how to run a successful business. I knew that that was missing, especially if you're working from home. And if you are a home-based agent, who is going to teach you how to run a small business? You have to find that resource for you. And I really needed a mentor. And that's when I found you. And you were the answer. You were the piece of the puzzle that I was missing. And, those two things are kind of exclusive, that, finding the right business coach for you. And then we're travel specific for me and for all of us who are travel agents who want to learn how to be a successful business owner. So you have to look at yourself in a way as two different things. Sure, I'm a travel agent, but I'm a business owner. So how, I want to be a successful travel agent, but I want to be a successful business owner. And so from you, I learned how to build and grow a successful travel business. So,
it's the business of running your business.
Right.
And people forget just being some of the best, most talented agents that I've worked with over the years don't know how to run a business, especially in my evolution, starting in 94 and watching the industry change, where it went from brick and mortar agencies to now, how do you leverage running a successful, profitable business in an online format?
Mm-hmm.
And, in the world that we live in today, and leveraging all those pieces, there are a ton of pieces. Just learning to be a travel agent is job one, and then job two. And you bring up a great point about hosts, because people think, wow, I found a host, all my problems are answered, I'm going to be super successful. And they start hosting and they're like, oh, where are the leads going to come from? How do I get leads? I just thought I would turn on my, website, or turn on, tell people I was doing this now, and the vacations would start flooding in. So the part of, doing how do you do a marketing plan? How do you build your business plan? How do you put all these pieces together so I'm actually running a business and not doing the hobby thing, right? So,
right. Yeah, exactly.
Such a beautiful journey. And, from coming from the hosting to now feeling like you have that confidence in your business. What do you think your biggest win or celebration has been through the program?
My biggest win was seeing all of the missing pieces come together. It was actually visualizing all of those missing pieces of the puzzle. It was really understanding what was needed to make the business work.
Yeah.
So that was it for me.
Yeah.
To see all of those roadblocks be removed.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, there's a system for that. There's a process for that. This is how these pieces go together. And I love that, because, with sometimes people understand one piece really good. Like, oh, I created a beautiful logo. Well, that's great. What are you going to do with it now?
What you're going to do with it. Yeah.
I'm having great success on Instagram. Well, that's nice. Well, what are you doing on all the other social media platforms? How are you tying it together? How are you lead capturing? How are you funneling? How are you doing all this great stuff that you need to be doing to run a big business, and having kind of, wow, there's a map for this. There's actually like a step-by-step of here's how you put it together, which is what we created. So.
Right. And then now to even have those modules, still to have that as sort of my business book, to have that, it's like gold, so I have that to go to go back to. And as I continue to grow the business and to grow it and to move it forward. So I think that was really important too.
Yeah. And that's why we built the curriculum in a way that we did, where it was not just interactive, where you get the coach, but you get takeaway modules where, okay, I'm doing 100,000 now, I'm doing 200, I'm doing 1 million. You can go back and go, what was the marketing calculation again? What was the process for this? How did Cyndi was telling me about scalability? Now's the time to do that. She said, when we got here, here's where we do that.
That's right. Yeah.
So, you keep that for life, because our goal is not, people sometimes get confused with careers on vacation. They're like, am I working for you? Am I hosting? No, we're very unique in the industry. We teach people to fish. We tell you, here's how you do it. And then you, for the rest of your life, have those tools, those resources to move into the world and have successful business month after month after month for as long as you want to be in travel. So,
Mhm.
and that makes me really proud about our program, that it is cutting edge and that it is empowering people
Yeah,
to,
definitely.
what do you want from your life? What kind of business do you want to run? Go, here's the tools, go do it. Have
Definitely.
fun. And then I'm cheering for you
Yeah.
all the time, of course. But what would you want others to know about the Careers on Vacation program? Maybe something you didn't know before you got in, or, maybe a surprise, or what would you want to tell other people or want them to know?
Well, I would say that that Cruise on Vacation was so valuable because if you're in the travel industry, you definitely want to go with not just a business coach, but somebody who specializes in your area. So, having you as my mentor made all the difference in the world because you have expertise in this area. So I would say I would highly recommend Careers on Vacation. I mean, this was, and also, I mean, really tying in, recognizing that going back to the affirmations and going back and working on yourself as an integral part of building your business. So taking care of the person as much as the business makes all the difference in the world, and that you truly care about the people that you work with. I think it just makes all the difference in the world.
I love that, because I do. I feel like we're just a big extended family, and as people graduate, we're just becoming this bigger and bigger tribe, right?
Right.
Careers
Yeah.
Education is
I
a
love that.
family now
Yeah.
of, and connecting. I think I gave you a few suggestions at the end,
Yeah.
like, make sure you connect with, because
Yeah.
knowing everyone's path. But you bring up I love the point of, I can hire a marketing coach, I can hire a business coach, I can hire someone who, knows how to do different, but again, you're just getting pieces of the puzzle. Whereas I love travel. I've
Yeah.
loved to travel since before I got into travel. I love travel, but 94, I've been doing this since I was 19, and I still every day wake up thinking about travel trips. And now I think about how can we make things bigger and stronger. I just love this industry because it's so powerful, not only in the businesses that we can run, but travel transforms people.
For sure.
And, that's where I'm, of course, into love and support and all of that good stuff. But and yes, I'm not for everyone, because I do talk about affirmations and vibration and support and love. And that's my thing. Like, my goal is to help raise the vibration, support, empower, love, coach. That's where my baseline is. So yay. So I'm glad that was one of the things that was kind of, extra that you get for free, because yes, we love everybody in our program. We're going to continue to build bigger and stronger, which is good. Was it, when you made that final call, like, was it hard for you to jump into the program and just kind of make that decision?
Yeah, it was hard to make the decision to invest in myself. So to make that leap, to say that, to make a large financial investment in myself, saying, can I do this? Is it worth doing this for myself? Can I make the leap? Yeah, but once I was in, I was totally committed.
Yes.
That, and it's like right before you get in, you're not exactly sure what you're getting into. You just have a feeling about it.
Yes.
And then, but once I jumped in, I mean, it was so easy I look forward to our weekly meetings every week. And it was just such the right decision. Like, there's no going back.
Yeah.
Once you're in it, you're in it. And you just want to grow and improve and it's not just a program. I mean, you're building your business. This is it. I mean, this is it. You make the decision. Look, if you either do it or you don't. Do you want to succeed? Make the decision.
Yeah.
Do it. Do this for yourself.
Yeah.
Do it. Make the decision. You can succeed. Cyndi's going to be your champion, but you have to be your champion too. Make it happen.
Show up for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to show up for yourself. And if people can't get to that line, I can't help them. It's one of those where we can encourage and support, but you bring up a good point, because you're like, oh, what am I getting into? Am I nervous? I'm nervous. Oh, like, is this the right place? But then once you do that first week, it's like, oh, it goes from being like, oh, and then you get in and it's kind of like, yeah, this is the right place. I made the best decision ever.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I love that you felt that right away. But there is something empowering about making that decision, because you're telling your subconscious, like, I'm in charge. We're going to be successful. I'm making this first move. It's kind of like, I had a picture the other day on the site where like an entrepreneur like jumps off the cliff and builds a plane on the way down. Right?
That's good. Yeah.
We're doing it. I'm telling you, we're doing it. We're going to be successful, but I'm not going to let you crash and fall. I'm going to help you build that plane. We're going to get there. And you brought up another point. You build your business in the program. It's not a go through the program and then I might just then follow the steps. No, it's like, this is what you do this week, and have you done this, and should we do this? So it's kind of that whole, by the end of it, you get what? A full scale launched business.
That was going back to that point about what you were asking me about before, and that was seeing all those pieces come together, which my business looks so different now than it did from the beginning.
Does, and it looks amazing. It's so great. I'm so proud of you. Your branding is great. Last question, would you recommend Careers on Vacation?
Absolutely. I would recommend Careers on Vacation. Absolutely. I mean, if you are serious about growing your travel business and being successful, give Cyndi a call.
Oh, thank you so much, Karen. And we don't pay for reviews. Someone said the other day, they're like, are these? And I was like, no. No. We just have mutual love and respect with everyone that we work with in the program. So
now, and I'll also say, I'm just so happy that there's someone like Cyndi out in the world today. It is so refreshing to have so much positive energy still out in the world. I mean, honestly, you should get with Cyndi if you haven't already. And I'm so happy that she has a Careers on Vacation graduate group, because I could not quit Cyndi. So once you meet her, you can't quit her. So I would be very sad if there was no more Cyndi in my life. So I'm so happy that there's still an extension from it. But if you haven't met Cyndi yet, or if you haven't called her, you have to give her a call, because we all need this positive energy in our life. So give her a call.
I love it. Well, Karen, it has been my sincere honor to get to know you, to help you with your business. You mentioned the grad group. We don't just train and fly away. We have a graduation private group where the community interacts. I still pop on there. I still answer questions. I'm cheerleading all the time, because I'm watching you guys have these amazing successes. Like, I get just as inspired by, oh, I sold this today. Oh, I'm launching this promo. Oh, I'm doing this. I followed the program and I had this success. I just love that momentum of everyone's, flourishing. And it, like you said, positive energy is contagious. And it's one of those things where I'm all about it. People that work with me are all about it, and then we support each other in that whole piece too. Well, last thing I want to say, I'm going to post Karen's information below. You need to check out her amazing branding. You built your website yourself, if I remember.
Well, I got it through. I redesigned it.
Yeah, you redesigned it, but a lovely job. Like, you are so talented, and coming from the background with journalism and now making that transition into travel, that's one of those things where we pulled out those little pieces that you're so great at, and we're going to maximize that. So check out her social media, follow her on social, check out her page, so you can kind of see what she's doing and watch her. She's going to do huge, amazing things. You have a blog.
Yep.
Amazing article about why you need to use a travel agent. Go get that article and post it everywhere. So Karen, I'm going to keep cheerleading for you. I'm going to keep watching you, and much love, much abundance. I can't believe it's not really goodbye. You'll be in the grad group, but I love you. My heart to yours.
Thank you, Cyndi. Thank you.
All right.